Hey everybody, what is community in cybersecurity? The word community is definitely an overused word for sure. I use it as a word that describes a place of belonging, a place where you can meet people who are just like you, and quite honestly, and quite often, people who are not quite like you as well. And that is awesome. The best part is in community, in a cyber community, you can use those communities to help you get wisdom as cheaply as you can. So, what are some examples of these communities in cyber? Local security groups like ISSA, InfraGard, DEF CON local groups, OWASP, Electronic Crimes Task Force, Security B-Sides. There's industry groups, depending on different sectors you might be in. When I was in financial services, I was very connected to financial services, ISAC, Information Sharing and Analysis Center, communications, healthcare, other ISACs that are out there, collections of people in a similar industry who agree to share information with each other. And then another place for community is conferences like SANS conferences, RSA conferences, Black Hat, DEF CON, other security conferences, Wild West Hacking Fest, another amazing security conference as well. I remember my first SANS conference was back in 2003, and I still maintain contact with then fellow students who've moved on to do some great and amazing things, and they're doing it at super cool places as well. And then for security communities, when we moved to Atlanta back in 2010, wow, 12 years ago, I made a deal with the family. Hey, family, I'd like to go and visit each of the security communities I could identify. There were more communities than fingers I have right now to go visit them one night a week for several weeks, several months. I found that there was a few communities I liked and I gelled with nicely, and other ones just weren't my vibe. Ultimately, it led me to being allowed to serve in leadership for the Atlanta OWASP chapter. How did it help them? Well, it relieved a burden from their leaders for having to find a venue or speakers and sponsors. How did it help me? It helped me by exposing me to application security professionals and thoughts and tools and just the ecosystem of OWASP in a way I never would have before. What did I find in community? What do I hope that you can find in community? This idea that you can nurture community, you can be involved in community inside of cybersecurity. And when you do, you too can get wisdom as cheaply as you can. Hey, finally, I would absolutely love to have you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get notified when future videos just like this drop. Find your community. You'll be glad you did.